Alright, Shalom, Shalom, Shalom Yasha Allah, Shalom Israel, back at it again, um, giving some more edification, more exaltation. First and foremost, call hello Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua HaMashiach, Thra Katawash Fakah. That's all praises to the Most High. We do so in the name of His only begotten Son, who the inhabitants of the earth ignorantly call Jesus Christ, right? So, this is the second video in response to the first video. I have found the verse in the Hebrew strong word, right, that brothers be using to try to teach that mankind was made on the fifth day. So I'm not going to have to cut them with the Masoretic text, and you know, because the way they do this is very misleading, and it shows a lack of scholarship, right? So they will go to Genesis 1 and 21 and read, and so God created the whales and every living creature that moveth, which the waters brought forth abundantly after their kind, and every winged fowl after his kind. And God saw it was good. So if you read this plainly, it's talking about the whales, and it's talking about the fowls of the earth, right? So, but you see, some brothers will go into the Strongs, right? The Strong's Concordance. They will go down to where it says living creature, H5315, right? They'll go here, right? Which means to nepes, right? Nefes, or however you pronounce it, right? And they'll go to the Strongs, right? And then they'll say that, see, it says soul, life, person, mind, heart, creature, body, right? It's talking about man. So they'll say that creature right there is talking about man in the 21st verse, right? But um but brothers, we have to understand that the Hebrew Strong's Concordance isn't a in all be all, because all the concordance do is show you the root word of whatever Hebrew you're looking at. For instance, right here in the Masoretic text, this is the word nepes right here, right? So the root word just simply means creature, right? And as we can see, let's click on, so let's go back. Let's click on this word creature here. And all these verses that has the root word nepesh in it, it'll be talking about some type of animal, right? And it shows you all the verses that it's using, right? See, beast, fowl, living creature, right? All these verses is talking about creatures. So the root word just simply means creature, right? So what these brothers would do is they would go, right, into another word, another Hebrew word like soul, for instance, or persons, right? Let's take persons. Let's take the word persons, right? The king of let's see. The king of Sodom said unto Abram, give me the persons and take the goods thereof, right? So just because the root word nepesh is in the word persons, they take that and try to apply this word persons there where nepes at, that says creature. But when but the Strongs only show you the root word. It doesn't show you the pronunciation of the whole of the root word of the whole word that is being used there, right? So person, for example, right? This is why you got to go back to the Masoretic text, uh, and show so it'll show you the whole Hebrew word that's being used there, right? So, where's persons at, right? Right. So if you look here, right, you see the root word is nepes, right? Just which means simply creature. This word right here just simply means creature, right? But when you add But when you put another Hebrew character along with this word, the meaning change. So the meaning change from simply meaning creature to persons, right? And the pronunciation of the word changes. Hananipis, right? Hanipis, This is the modern day Hebrew that they use, right? So this is an entirely different word than was being used in Genesis 1:21. Um, where is it? Genesis. That's Genesis. I'm gonna go back on this. Creature. Right. Yeah. Tools. Right. Because the Hebrews would just show you the Strongs. The Concordance would just show you the Strongs. And when you click on the Strongs creature, right, this is what they abuse right here to try to prove their point, right? It shows. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. Why did I do that? Yeah, I was supposed to click. No, I was supposed to click this, right? So, this is the Masoretic text, right? So when you hover over the word in the past, the word just simply means creature. That's what it means. And uh, when you click on the Hebrew Strongs, which is H5315, it shows down here. It shows you all of the words in the Bible, in the Hebrew, that Nepesh is used in, right? But Nepesh by itself just simply means creature. Because if we go here and click creature, I showed you earlier, and you look at the Masoretic text, it has the same Hebrew characters with no other characters added to it. Because once you add a character to the Pesh, the meaning of the word completely changed. And what we see right there, let's see, where is it? You see this word simply by itself, right? And now this one right here in this text means that half, right? And this one right here is life. But they saying that this word at all times just means these three Hebrew characters together just simply means soul. It means all of that, bro. That's what they're trying to apply. Them characters right there just simply means all of these words anytime you see it, right? So you brothers gotta stop that. The Strongs just shows you the um it shows you the root word, bro. When other characters are added to that root word, the meaning of the word changes, right? That's why when that verse that they're abusing, Genesis 1:21, this word just simply means creature. It don't have. It's not talking about man at all. It's not, right. It on like this. This word will only be talking about man or soul or persons, right? When other Hebrew characters are in it, right? Like I'm gonna give you an example, right? I gave you one example for persons, right? So for right here, persons, the root word in the past is there, but the root word alone, the past just means creature. But when you add the this character right here to it, the meaning of the word changes to hanepis, which means the persons, right? Forgive me for my pronunciation, right? And the same thing, we gonna see the same thing with the word soul. Let me see. Right here, soul, right? It has the root word nepes, nepes, which means creature. But this Hebrew character was added to it, so the meaning of the word changes to soul, as we see here, right? But when you go back to the text, the Masoretic text, you don't see this character here in that text attached to this word. No, you don't see that there. So it's not talking about a soul right here. It's just talking about creature. You don't see this word right here. You know, this Hebrew character right here, which will make this word hanepes, which means hanepes, or however you pronounce, which means person. You know, is that's not there. You don't see that. You see the word in the past, and then the word in the past just simply means creature. Now, if you put this character with in front of that Hebrew, in front of these three Hebrew characters, the meaning of the word changes. You know, I gotta repeat myself over and over, and that would mean soul. But you see how they abuse the Hebrew Strongs. You really need to look at the Masoretic text to see, because you just can't rely on Hebrew Strongs. It's just a quick guide for you to find the root of words, you know. But the root of words have a certain meaning. And when Hebrew characters are put on it, put next to it, put in it, the meaning of the word changes, and it's a completely different word, right? That's why I'm gonna give I'm gonna go to Genesis 1 again. I'm gonna show you something in the first verse, right? Right, like here, verse 3. And God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. Right? God said, "Let there be light." So we look at this word, H2:16. Right? The Hebrew word or, right? That's the root of the word. The Strong's will show you the root of the word, right? And the root of the word is also in the words lights, day, bright, clear, flood, herb, lightning, morning, or sun. But you see what they will do with that word is they apply that word means all of these words, you know, and that's just not simply true. The light in the beginning can't be talking about herb, right? So let's go back. So we see light here, and we see that Masoretic text right there, right? That's the Hebrew word light. That's the root. It'll tell you the root, but when you click on that Hebrew strong, it'll show you the same root word used in other words, but the meaning of it changes if other characters are attached to it, right? Like for instance, lightning, right? Um, you see that? You see that the root word is in there, but when there's other characters in it, the meaning of the word change. Now it would just mean verora, right? But whereas if it's by itself, and when you're pronouncing it, it just means or. You see, you see how those brothers did that, you know. So this word simply nepiz simply by itself just means creature. It just simply means creature. But when other Hebrew words, characters are attached to it, the meaning of the word changes, right? As we see here. But the root word in it is nepes. But just because the root word is nepes in it, don't mean that it means creature over and over and over again, or creature means soul over. No, right? So we have to look at the text. This was what this is what is in the the actual text, and you have to follow how the exact verbiage, right, is used throughout the text to see if it's consistent, and it is. We see, um, Slakia, creature. We see the same type of. Let's go all the way down. Leviticus. So I know Leviticus is talking about. Where is it? You see that? Right. Right. It's gonna point. You see that? So all praise to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shah, right? Um, you just gotta follow the spirit, bro. But just simply reading the text, you can see, bro. Um, it's it's not mankind was not made on the fifth day, bro. That's just nonsense. That's just stupid if to believe in that, bro. Just because the root word it's because you look up the root word and it got all these other root words attached to it, right? No, that's just not the case, bro. It's just bad scholarly shit, man. So I hope you guys were edified in this. Hope you guys seen what I seen, right, in plain sight, right? It's because this is obviously Leviticus 11:46. This is obviously talking about animals, right? This is the law of the beast and of the fowl and of every living creature that moveth in the water and of every creature that creepeth upon the earth, right? They can't say in this verse that that man was in the water, moving around or whatever, that'd be nonsense, So all praise to y'all about Shim Yahushua, right? And I hope you guys were edified and Katab La Banaf Babal, right? Shalom.